listen to my heart desire is the most powerful freedom I have ever touched. I have ever touched. I have ever touched. I have ever touched. You see, you are not needed around me. For you are so mighty, so pricey, and so beautiful. Oh, yeah. Why should I bother my peace over a dead flowers? The man not of bloom again. Why not should I stress my rest over dead flowers? The man not of bloom again. Why should I look back over dead flowers? The man not of bloom again. Yeah, oh. The man not of bloom again. The man not of bloom again. You see, it's so lawful. This is so lawful to look back over the flower. To look back over the flower. Yeah. That flower you was. That flower you are. That flower should we ever be around me? That flower you was. That flower you are. That flower you will ever be around me, around me, ooh, around me, ooh, around me. You're walking away from me. That means new chapter. You're walking away from me. That simply means a new chapter. Fresh thinking. Fresh breath. Oh, it's all on breath. New me. Oh, yes, new me. Your antecedent means refreshment to me. Refreshment to me. Refreshment to me. Yeah. Never again. Never no way. Never no more. Never again. Never no way. Never no more. 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mama yenderebo. Yeribo Santarabu. Yarabo Sendeo, Rebo Santalabu, Rebo Shandao. Now I celebrate me. I celebrate new me. I celebrate my Yerabo. Ma Sende Bushanda Moriko Yanderebe. Celebrate me. I celebrate new me. Celebrate me. I celebrate new me. New chapter, new way. Yerebo Santa. I enjoy me. I celebrate. I enjoy. Oh, Harry. I celebrate. Seraphims. Himelo. I celebrate. Oh, Yahuwah. Oh, Yahuwah. I celebrate. In Yahushua. HaMashiach. I celebrate you, Mama Shantarabo. Mama Santebo, Santebo, Oribo Shante, Mama Yebo, Oribo Yantarabo. Oh, chapter you are. Oh, chapter you will be. Oh, you will be. Oh, chapter you are. Oh, chapter you will be. Oh, you will be. Ooh, the flower you was. The flower you are. The flower you will ever be around me. Hey. Never again. Never go away. Never go away. Never again. Never go away. Never go away. Never again. Never go away. Never go away. I don't need it. I won't need you. And never again. I don't need it. I won't need you. Never again. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yehovah. Shabbat Shalom, much more love and much prosperity. I thank you, family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yehovah saith unto Yehochanan the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of the book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, body, house, for the return of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom eternally due all glory, worship, wealth, power, riches, honor, praise, loved, yes, to the glory of His magnificent Father Yehovah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the forever blessed one, pure energy, the very DNA of Abba Yehovah. Abba Yehovah, I just love you because you first love me. You're very Isha. For you are my Ish. Yes, I love you, eternal. This is called awakening, and this is called alert. Okay, when someone go to bed and you want to wake up at a particular set time clock, therefore you asked the alert or alarm to help you wake up. Exactly what we are doing over here, because it said when you see this and when you see that, knows that my coming is right at the door knocking, and that is the time clock. He himself has already set the heavenly alarm, which is what? The trumpet, like I always love to say.
The sounds or trumpet simply precedes every single movement of Abba Yahuwah. That which he has already predicted or said or prophesied beforehanded in Shemot 34 verses 10. Exactly what we are reciting over here with the voice of trumpet before you, before heaven and the what? Earth. Are you sleepy? Wake up. Is there dust staining your garment? Dust it off. Be hypnotized or throw it out. Just throw it out. That is the nature of this segment. To put you in line. To make you alive. Okay? And John said immediately, I was in the spirit when the voice of trumpet called. So right away, I was in the spirit. Only those that is in the spirit, they are the one to catch up. All right now. Okay, so what was that said in Shemot 34 verses 10? It is Yahushua's divinity. 100%. The very glory the whole world has never ever seen. That's what we are reciting over here. You know, when it came those days, it came like a man. Okay. And that was why filthy man laid their hands on him. Alright. And glory be unto Abba Yahuwah that he came as a man. Because if he came as Almighty, oh no, you wouldn't be having a Messiah. And likewise do I. Alright. But Abba Yahuwah stripped that of him. The power of his divinity was kept right in heaven. That was why he said in Matthew 24, he said, no one's not the day, not even the son, nor the angel, but Abba Yahuwah himself. Yes, that is a set boundary. You can't get that along and come over and go to the cross. When he come with the power of his divinity, no way. No salvation, no Messiah for you, no Messiah for me. Why? Because no one will be able to put him to the cross. And he needs to go to the cross. And filthy man needs to do that. Therefore, he has to come like a man. I bet you want to say, put this one down. This one is not going along. Here is not coming along with you. It's going to be left over here with me in my heaven. All right now. What the Ruach HaKodesh has already said to you, I mean, let him that have ear here. What he has already said. What did he say to you and me? Do you have ear? A circumcised ear? So how are you going to know that you have an ear or a circumcised ear that is hearing a holy voice? Then you're going to be hearing this voice. That until heavens and the earth pass away, the royal law can't. That same voice is going to be referring you to Revelation 21. Then I saw the new heaven and the new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth is no more. That is a holy voice, okay? So when that voice is talking to you, therefore you need to keep the royal law. But whereby you now begin to hear, this is how you will know that you are hearing a filtered voice. The filtered voice we said, I've nailed it all to the cross. I nailed it to the cross. The royal law is a curse. That is why I nailed it to the cross. That is a filtered voice. This is how you will know if you keep to this voice and know where you are going to meet that Messiah. First Messiah, remember we have that, okay? First Messiah is over there. First prophet is over there. Okay? So when you also hear another voice that said the royal law is corrupt, being tempered, corrupt, small words, which is Islam, also know that voice is filthy. That is dragonic voice. Alright? So you don't stick with such voice. If you are hearing these two voices, that side is corrupt, is nailed to the cross, is a cause, run away from their camp. They want to deceive you and send it to the where link of fire eternal. Run for that voice. It is a very bad voice. It is poisonous. It is worse than what you ever know. It pains. It's so unbearable. Run for that voice. At least I forget this. The signs of the last days, he says something very deep over here.
You can't obviously believe that Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
All right, now, prior to this, I got a precept. Revelation 12, now I read. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. Did you get that? That old serpent. Now, reaching out or to where? Reaching to Genesis 3. That old serpent. We are reaching back to Genesis 3, okay? The royal law is so merciful in his wisdom, letting you know that exactly the way he did it in Genesis 3, the same today. Nothing new under this heaven, okay? What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. That is why he's saying that old serpent. I take it again. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Listen now. How can you just read here and get, along? I said, doesn't matter. So what is he talking about over here? Deceiveth the whole world. Okay, let this one sink in. Let this sink in. Let this go deep, because this is very deep. Let it sink into your soul. And that is going to raise some antenna in your heart. Wait a minute. He said he deceived the whole world. You're going to speak to yourself. You're going to talk to yourself. Okay? Again, what is he talking about over here? He said deceiveth the whole world. What is he saying over here? In a nutshell, this is what he's saying. That serpent, dragon, devil, okay, they are the shepherds of this whole world. They are the one that is governing the whole world. They are the They are the shepherd. Satan is the shepherd of the whole world. He deceiveth the whole world. He is shepherding the whole world with a deadly lies. All right now. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Come on now. They not say he's demon, but angels. Okay, so what you really need to know, it is that we are in the great moment of deception, or we are in the in the moment of a great deception. That is the very moment we are right now, as at this particular moment of a time. We are in the moment of great deception. Everything is lying unto you. Okay, the only way you will be free from this great deception is what? Through the royal law. You return back over there, then it's going to put you in line. It's going to let you know what you need to believe and what you don't need to believe. Matthew 24:24. For they shall arise false Messiahs. How about that? What is Messiahs? Messiah. Say Messiah is coming, but a lie. A deceiving Messiah is over here already. Not just this Messiah, they also said, and false prophets. Okay? They shall arise. Messiah will come and eat prophets. And what are they going to be doing? Great signs and wonders. Wait a minute. Come. Just ponder over this. Have you ever taken this to your heart? How can a thing that is not real, but yet doing great signs and wonders, but this very Messiah, so-called, aka Messiah, is false, is not real, is demonized, yet is doing great signs and wonders? And listen against prophets. They say it's Babalawo. Prophets, okay? But they are false. They are not real. Again, doing great signs and wonders. Why are you not coming to the, why are you not coming to yourself? Come back to yourself and know that you are being deluded. All right? When you bring this topic down to your own self, this is the time to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself and say, come, wait a minute. Say this very man they are saying over here is a Messiah. And you also have prophet. And he said there are many. And they are going to do notable miracles here on earth. Oh no, who could that be now? All right now. They are going to be doing great and massive, mega, great. That is a mega, massive signs and wonders. In and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Are you the elect? I am. That is why I know that this false Messiah is over here already. And this many false prophets are here already. That is why I know, because for the elect, it's not utterly possible for them to be deceived eternal. We will now know the lies of Jesus when we get to the white judgment throne. No, the white judgment throne is not the one to let us know who is Jesus. Before the one that is going to know before the white judgment throne, it will be his own people. Because that is the many. You said this. You see this stipulation. The elect, they are not utterly deceived, but the many, they will be deceived utterly, until they will not know who is their Jesus. That will be when they now stand before the white judgment throne. That's it. Okay. Mishmeke and people, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful life-giving message titled for you and me from the very heart of Abba Yahuwah, the mystery of Korah. Oh no. The mystery of Korah. It is eternal Ebola virus and slave master. Part 1. I don't know how many parts I'm headed to, but it is part 1. That I know. It has a parts. Okay. So this is the part 1 now. The mystery of Korah. It is eternal Ebola virus and slave master. Korah is a slave master. Allah is a slave master. So that's what we want to break again, alphabet by alphabet, in this very platform. So before we go run this race, let us have a dinner with the biblical Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, that said, until heaven and earth pass away, the royal law can't. I read now. Deborah 32, 1-4. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak in ye, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the ray, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small ray upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. That is what we are doing, exactly what we are doing over here. Yahushua said, I come in my Father's name. John 5:43, he comes in the name of his Father. This is how he came to publish his Father's name. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. Are you ready to do that with us? He is the rock. Yes, his work is perfect. That's correct. For all his ways are judgment. That is true. Elohim of truth and without iniquity. That is correct. Just and right is he, 100%. That is who he is. I am that I am, the I hear, the away, and the hear. Alright, that is who he is, the self-existing one, the ever self-made one. That is whom we are dealing with over here, the Almighty. Alright now. So before we go run this race again, let us look into what is the royal law for. Point 1, its function as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people Israel. Point 2, it outlines how the marriage won't function. Its stipulation are what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3, its precept describe how the marriage won't function. Point 4, what picture tells what marriage life won't be like. Point 5, its judgment describe how each of the party would relate to each other. Point 6, for either party to violate this agreement, violate the marriage itself. Point 7, for the groom promised never to violate it. For the not to violate, because the groom is Abba Yahuwah himself. He has never ever broken his word. That is the guarantee you and I have, that heaven is our home, that we serve a faithful one. Not the one I can say yesterday and tomorrow I say no, like this mad Jesus that says Shabbat is perpetual and now no more perpetual. That is mad, that is filth. And this mad Allah that said Shabbat is perpetual, now is no more, perpetual. That is mad, that is filth. Okay, but Abba Yahuwah says Shabbat is eternal. So I rather go for the one, his word is stable, not the one that his way was or ways is off and on yesterday and tomorrow say no. I can't build my salvation on such deity that is not reliable. Okay, I build it on the one who gave it unto me, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. All glory be unto Abba Yahuwah. So quickly, before we unveil the mystery of Quran, FBI warning, like that of FBI warning, rather is being called YAHUAH'S warning. Okay, like I said, the man in my vision, as Abba Yahuwah revealed to, reveal it unto me. Man was just downloading all this unique, vision, not to use it to please Abba Yahuwah, rather to pervert it. Then Abba Yahuwah gave me a lead to be doing it in this manner. I said that is how they are going to remove their filthy hands away from this mysteries. All right, so it goes like this. If you listen to this message and you want to download it and resound it under the voice of you, and you now said Jesus give it unto you, Ebola is going to visit you for that reason in Yahuwah's mighty name, because we are destroying Jesus over here. You cannot take someone's effort and say Jesus given unto you, which means you are rebuilding what we are destroying. All right, so Ebola is going to attend you for that reason, Yahuwah's mighty name, if you dare. And when you listen to this message and you want to you download it and want to resound it under the voice of you use it to please any deity such as Allah, Christian, the ghost, fire, and their Jesus. The causes of Sapphira and Ananias is going to attend you in Yahuwah's mighty name. When you listen to this message, you download it and want to resound it under the voice of you, and you not place any money obligation condition such as sowing a seed, whatever. The hottest place in the link of faith is going to be your home, eternal without mercy, in Yahuwah's mighty name. Scripture to validate this poverty side. Joshua 6:26. All right. Acts of Apostle 5, 1-11. Acts of Apostle 13, 6-12. Revelation 22, 18-19. It goes in this both way. However, if you download it and resound it under the voice of you in using it to please Abba Yahuwah, reaching out to the Lordship of Israel and also to the chosen Gentiles, double portion, double anointing, double glory, wealth uncountable is upon your life in Yahuwah's mighty name. You're gonna rule and reign with Yahushua HaMashiach. Because of your faithfulness, this scripture is going to be fulfilled in you. I will save one and save the entire household. Because of your faithfulness unto Abba Yahuwah, your family is coming into the eternal kingdom of Yahushua HaMashiach. In Yahuwah's mighty name, it goes in this both way. So right now, let us deal with the mystery of Quran. All right. With this being said, let us unveil it. What is Quran in totality? Stay tuned. All right, now I go by my usual noise. This is breaking news. A fire for fire vision. Excuse me, this is breaking news vision. A fire for fire vision. Heavily blast of vision. A river of living water is overflowing here. A super duper vision. A deep center of reality vision. A serious climbing mountain vision, a truth for life vision, a center head figure vision, a predominant vision. There is something about me vision. His glory, his heavenly ark of the covenant, a trumpet sound vision, a cloud of witness vision, a dancing on Allah's head vision, a life force giving vision, eternal breath vision, a smoky gun vision. Enter into Allah's head and dig it out vision. Now we are just on our way to the mountaintop in order for us to see this very clear, this horrible word called aka Korah, another Ebola virus, another Allah's lung in the fire chaos. Korah unlocked, Korah unfold, Korah unveiled, Korah undo. Therefore, we go for the very first letter that sets the record, which is called Q. So what did that go for? I think before I do that, I want to first of all give you a brief history about how Korah came about, or the very first impression of this very man they called Muhammad, the prophet of Islam and the prophet of Allah. How did Korah come about? The very first impression when he began to receive his Quran vision from Allah. So let's see how did that goes, or how did it works. The very first impression. So let's do it together. A brief history about Muhammad, the very prophet of Islam. Muhammad was born in Mecca around 570 AD. Our book was almost 600 AD, almost 600 years before this man came from the kingdom of Allah called Muhammad, okay? And this Muhammad got a lot of spam, okay? That is all over him from their own source, from their own Quran. Gave us that gala that all over Muhammad is full of spam. So I think he is a spam producer. All right, all over him, that a little baby Aisha is the one when he's going to mosque to pray, okay? Little baby Aisha is the one, to be, using water to erase the spam from a old man. A little baby Aisha was the one, to take care of that, because he got a lot of spam. All over is full of spam, according to Islamic source. In case you have a little spam, you can just contact the Islam. Maybe they are going to resurrect Muhammad for you to give you some, because it got a lot. That is why all this garment is full of spam. Anyway, I just want to ridicule him because it's a demon possessed man, okay? So I take it again. Muhammad was born in Mecca around 570 AD. His father died before he was born, okay? And his mother died when he was about 6 years old, okay? That is all I want to give you about who is the prophet of Islam. So right now I want to go straight to the very first impression of his revelation. He taught. Muhammad himself said he was demonized. He said his first encounter, trying to get revelation from Allah, was so demonized, was full of demons. He himself was convinced, okay? So here I am going to find out in Al-Tabari, okay, the history or the whatever of Al-Tabari. Going to find it over there, so I go straight away. In the years 600, okay, now it's 600 AD. Our book, the New Testament, is already 600 years old. When this man came from the bottomless pit and began to contradict the whole situation. So I start how Muhammad started his vision. In the years 610 AD, Muhammad was in a cave on a religious retreat, okay, and something so interesting took place, okay. When it was the night on which Allah honored him with his mission and shown mercy on his servants, thereby. Jubreh brought him, but this is a demon, okay. But let's give it out the way they called it, Jubreh, okay. Brought him the commandment of Allah. He came to me. Muhammad is the one speaking now. Said the apostle of Allah, while I was asleep, yes, with a coverlet of blanket, whereon was some written, and said, read. I said, what shall I read? He pressed me with it so tight that I thought it was death. Then he let me go and said, read. I said, what shall I read? He pressed me with it again so tight that I thought it was death. Then he let me go and said, read. I said, what shall I read? He pressed me with it the third time so that I thought it was death, and said, read. I said, what shall I read there? And this I said only to deliver myself from him, lest he should do the same to me again. He said, there is the very first impression. Muhammad himself said he ran out of the cave. He ran to his wife Khadija. He said he have seen a demon. He said the first encounter was demonic. But Khadija now say it is not so. Khadija is Roman Catholicism. Okay, that's why I now begin to come to believe that Catholicism formed Islam. That is true. Because the one that really gave the knowledge of our book to Muhammad, it is Catholicism woman, which is Khadija 40 years old widow, and Muhammad was 25 years old. He now got married to a 40 years old woman. You see, the Jubre in the Quran couldn't help Muhammad, to read. Allah in Quran was so senseless and never knew Muhammad cannot read, because he was an illiterate, was an orphan. While he was pregnant, his father died. Just 6 years, his mother also died. So he did not go to school. How can he read? So Allah was so senseless, couldn't even realize that Muhammad is an illiterate, he can't read. And the demon that they call Jubra is also senseless, also doesn't realize that Muhammad is an illiterate, can't read. That was why Muhammad himself thought that his first encounter, with Quran was demonized. It was demonized. He said so, he himself. He said, he want to kill him. I can't read. So this is the little biography or brief history I just want to pass out there for you. Okay, for you to know how Quran came about. So right now, let's go and do and undo what Allah has done to humanity by unveiling the mystery of Quran. All right, now back to my introduction. So right now, Quran, the very first. Okay, let me take it this way. Quran unlocked, Quran unfolded, Quran unveiled, Quran undo. So right now, the very first letter that set the stage, what is being called Q. So what does that represent? What is the spirit that carries this Q? It is the spirit of a demon. So let's do it now. Q, unveiled, okay? Quarrelsome spirit, quenched of fire and light. Quarrelsome spirit. Study Quran very well. It's full of anger. So it's a quarrelsome demon. Quarrelsome spirit, quenched of fire. Quran has already come to quenched of fire, okay? I don't know how many parts it is, because my gigabyte these days is really something I could not explain. But I pray YAHUAH humbled every attack from the pit of hell. Alright. So in case it stopped, then if you pick interest, you picked interest, you can follow up with the other clip, which I'm going to be calling on numbered part 2. So we're going to find out if I will be able to end it in part 2. Fine. All right. So we got points as well. So the point also we're going to see how Quran, in a nutshell, codedly govern the system of the whole world. Quran is a quarrelsome book. Okay. So that is the very first alphabet of this word called Quran. Quarrelsome spirit, quenched of fire. It's going to quench all fire and all light. Okay. It starts the quenching of the fire right in Genesis 3. It's a quarrelsome spirit, okay? So we want to see, first of all, what that is. And before now dig more into this Quran, we got off to 5 letters. And we'll go 4 points. Alright? Alright, now here we are, Revelation 12, I take from 1. And there appeared a great wonder, great mega, massive wonder, okay? In heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. I'm coming right back here again. Verses 2. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pains to be delivered. Listen now. Here's the quarrelsome spirit. 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. Okay? Another wonder in heaven. Wonder simply means sign. Alright? Sign. When the light blink red, you know it is danger. Stop. Don't move. So when he give you the sign of green, which means you are qualified to pass. Alright? So that is what signs is. This is what Quran is. Another wonder that appear, it is Quran. Christianity, they are mad in their wickedness, but yet they have not other book. Just that they don't want to keep the word the royal law said, but they don't have other book governing system. Not at all. They still carry our book, only that they don't want to open into the part that they should have been looking into in order for them to be shaping. No, they don't want to go into that. But yet they have no other book. So Quran is another religion book on earth, okay? Even though again, synagogue of Satan, they are mad in wickedness, they still carry Torah and now use other wickedness to decode Torah, which the one they call Zohar and a Kabbalistic, okay? That's it. And Talmud, okay? But they still carry the royal law. Islam just came with their own book in totality, and say every other one is bad. You can say Zohar is bad, Kabbalistic is bad, Kabbalistic, yeah, is bad, and Talmud, yeah, they are all bad because they came to contradict the royal law, but not the royal law. All right. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great, it's mega, again, great, it's massive, red dragon, which is Allah, the very one you are looking into now, having 7 hells. You know what that is? Total perfection, completely in totality. That this man has eternal PhD in telling lies. He have power to lie. That when he is lying, you won't detect it. The only way you're going to figure it out will not be when you return back to the royal law, study it really good. Then you're going to see the lies. Only the royal law we expose his lie. Outside this royal law, forget story. Forget about it. You keep it Babylon, that is Quran in Kodeli. Alright? Because his lie is massive. It's massive in wickedness. Great red dragon. What is red? It simply means sin. Having 7 hells, you see that already? He is total perfect in lying. Perfection. Perfect liars. And 10 horns. You know what 10 horns is? You know what horns is? Symbolize strength. Check out in animal. It is their defense. It is what they used to fight. And this Quran got 10. Allah got 10. And 7 crowns upon his head. Now, listen now. He got a crown. So he's already big, giving go ahead authority from the heavens. Is being, giving go ahead. Is being, ordained. Not that he was ordained to do wickedness, but he was ordained to bless Abayewa, to worship Abayewa. He said no. However, Abayewa leave those, authority for him. So that is why he can lie. So you can't really figure it out. All right. Verses 4. And he drew the third part of the stars of heaven, okay, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered to devour her child as soon as it was born. Okay, I'll hang it over there. I'm still coming right back over here. Quickly, let us see what is this woman, mega woman, massive. Great simply means mega, massive. So let's see what is woman, which is the first plan, and which was the first sign. Again, another sign that appeared. The first sign is the royal law, the Abayewa governing system. Okay, and the second one, another governing system, which is the quarrelsome spirit. You see, nice dude, he want to devour the plans of Abayewa in order for him to establish his own. Do you know what Quran says? Until you say no, there is no other God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger, your head is going to be chopped off. That is what we are looking into. Quarrelsome spirit is coming to do it, to quench all belief, and you stick with his belief. It's so quarrelsome. I think it would be very, very okay if I read it 36 or so for a better understanding before we go to other scriptures to validate this very wicked, quarrelsome spirit. So I read for already 5 now. And she brought forth a male child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto Yahuwah and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness. Mark here, and let it be a template for you, or your template over there. Okay, a footnote. And the woman fled into the wilderness, and there, and the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared for a place prepared of Yahuwah, that she should be fed, that they should feed her there 8,200 and whatever. That is the last great tribulation. Okay, that is what we call the royal law calls great tribulation. Okay, for the ministry of Abayewa to come out from exile. As we are talking about, that woman fled into exile. So let's see a quarrelsome spirit. We know who is a woman, and we know who is a man. The ministry is the woman. Okay, we are all the bride of the biblical Messiah. While the biblical Messiah is a